looking like you're cosplaying Kano, but instead of nice, it's insults that you throw, spouting conspiracies that we've not been to space, or that the N-word is not about race, and boy, do you need to be back in World War II to know what happened to Jews. Why so shady to Steffi? Why do you hate the trans when you got that I'm chilling for you? Flat Earther, stop rage baiting me, but I just can't help watching you incessantly. Oh, why did you have to act like DSP? I should have known right off the bat you'd say our world was flat.
Absolutely despicable. There's no need to be rude or offensive or to name call people just simply because somebody has an opposing view.
Yes. Oh, wow. Did he ever learn from that? I guess not. But wow. Hello. Hi there. It's me. It's Dave. Or the Jaded Rabbit. God bless you, my friends. Thank you kindly for joining along for another drama-filled live stream. Oh, I'm so excited about today's live stream. You see, the problem yesterday was that I just felt that I needed to re-examine fate, whatever. You know who I'm talking about. That loser from Australia. But little did I know that he was out there preaching about the flat earth situation of it all. Yeah, just yesterday. And it's mind-boggling that people who play Mortal Kombat in this community that you and I exist in, whether you like it or not, because if you play Mortal Kombat, you are part intrinsically of the community at large. But can you believe that? Well, I guess I can believe. Wait, let me rephrase this. But can you believe that there are influencers and creators in the Mortal Kombat sphere who believe these wild conspiracies about race, space, and Jews? Like, what? It's so preposterous that people like this exist. And I think even more preposterous is that there are people who blindly follow this shit. Maybe if they knew better, they would do better. But from what I've seen of fate, of this individual from Australia, is that he is very much a cult leader, taking people under his wing, converting them into these wild ideologies. And you know what? Much like Jeffrey Marsh encourages no contact with your family, I don't see fate in contact with his family. Not when he's making 4-hour live streams about fucking flat Earth. Aren't these pictures so terrifying? Look at this photo. So this is how you know he is a lol cow, because he's out there putting his face in these weird ass poses to try and convey some sort of hate for Mortal Kombat 1. Why? He's so old. When will people grow up? It's like, have you guys ever heard of Jason Nash? I think that's his name. He used to date Trisha Helfer, or not Trisha Helfer. Trisha Helfer is the hot one. Trisha Paytas is the, well, you know, converse of hot. Trisha Helfer is a Canadian supermodel. Trisha Paytas is the girl with big boobs. But she used to deal with this guy, Jason Nash, and like, he's 50. When's he gonna grow up? That is the question. When will people grow up and act their age? And that's exactly what I see from this individual. He is living a delusion. Well, I guess this is why he also is out there with his second channel. Let's see if we can get it. Ben. That's his name. Don't wear it out. Ben, we aren't meant to be perfect, just meant to be his. Why can't you apply that same reasoning to the gays that you hate so much, according to your other preachings on does God hate gay people? Yeah. I don't know. I think like Fate has gone on to be very flat earthy because he did receive some notoriety in the fucking flat earth community. Why is this even a thing? Why are there flat earthers? But some head flat earther commented on his video and was like, ooh, now he's sucking the dick of the prophets of flat earth, now making live streams. So yesterday I wasn't aware that this live stream existed. I thought this was this was done with. I thought that he had grown some brain cells and had gotten some sense enough to stop talking about this kind of shit, especially if he's trying to cultivate this Mortal Kombat influencer aesthetic. So let's what's his name? Fate. That's his name. I'm trying to get him here, right? Look at this. Look at this. So he is really trying to go all out on the same formula repeated by Diana Nasty and True Underlame. Oh, I don't know. Dynadud or Diana Nasty? I just can't believe they misspelt Dynasty so badly. So crazy. So yes, I just don't know how people are buying into the delusion that he's spewing. I wish people would know more about what they're getting involved with, because I think if you knew, then you wouldn't want to also be classified as a fucking flat earther. That's why I think the FGC has been ruined, at least for me. Like, MK1 ruined my life, but Fate ruined the MK FGC for me. I'm not saying that he ruined the franchise. I think that's a little extreme, given that we have perfectly good people to blame in the form of Ed Boon, Dominic Cianciolo, Stephanie Brownback, etc. But definitely, I can even take part of the blame. I will shoulder some of the blame of the ruination of the MKFGC, because that's what I'm actively encouraging by telling people to purchase all of the premium shop skins so that losers playing this franchise in the future will have to pay more for these skins. Ha ha tee hee. That'll teach them in their stupid franchise. But the way that Fate goes about it by targeting certain demographics, like he is for sure targeting and harassing the gays, given what he has done to myself and Drew, but he has also done this to the Muslims, to the Jews, to the trans. It's so questionable, his opinions on trans, because he does have a trans moderator in his Discord. So you hate Steffi, but you love your trans boyfriend. I don't get it. That's why I feel Fate closeted homo. So sorry. That's what I feel, speaking as a homo. But yes. Oh no, I don't know. Am I allowed to say that word? Homo? Homogenized milk? Homogeneous mixture? What else starts with homo? Homologous? Homonym? How many other words start with homo? There's a lot. But yeah, I am sad. am sad that apparently people enjoy this drivel for the brain. So we're going to be taking a look at that second part of that 4-hour live stream from yesterday. I haven't seen all of it, and I didn't really want to watch this by myself. And we're probably going to be skipping around things because Dave don't got 4 hours to waste on flat earth bullshit. But at the same time, we are going to be talking about other things too. Some sad things potentially. But yes, thank you, my friends, for joining along. Can we get a like or two? Or just go? Why are you here? J4, love me some Jaded Rabbit. Love me some J4. Thank you for being here, brother. Swish Bish. Hey, Davey. Aw. Love you, Joey. Hi, Dave. He is a demon. Well, according to the scriptures of Ben, he is a prophet of the flat earth religion. Yay. No, it's the gays that are demons, according to his fancy book. DB, hello, Dave and friends. Hello. Thank you, brother, for joining. All right, so I did say that we were going to be taking a look at some other stuff before this lolcow investigation, and I really wanted to start off here. Because, like, as you may know, I have been dealing with death, I feel, for this whole year. Since, like, March, I've only been thinking about dead people. And it fucking sucks. And you know what else was actually kind of helpful? Was listening to Shannon Doherty make a podcast before she died. And then my mommy making a podcast before she died. Oh my god. Like, there's just been so much death. Not to mention that this idiot loser was taking pictures of my dead loved ones and putting them in thumbnails as some sort of attack on me. Oh my word, I cannot with him. At least I got the photo of his face from him. I know that that's his stupid face. His face has been all over the internet for, gosh, more than a decade. More than a decade. But dealing with death and having people weaponize death as a means to hurt me, it's been so wild. So now I'm super morbid and I read obituaries. So this is something that came across my radar, and maybe you saw this too, because apparently it has millions of views on the Twitter, his original post. But get this, Rip Adam, he made this post December 5th. Health Canada gaslit him and discharged him with no help. He died the next day per his obituary, and cause of death is AAA, abdominal aortic aneurysm. An abdominal aortic aneurysm is a swelling in the aorta. The artery. Okay, she's explaining. Most aneurysms do not cause problems, but there can be a risk if there is a rupture. Symptoms. Okay, so it's now they're trying to teach you about how to recognize issues. But it's wild that they're identifying Health Canada as the reason for his death. As opposed, yeah, to the triple A's. I think there should be some blame put on the hospital that they weren't able to identify that he was having an aneurysm that was fatal. So the situation goes as this. You can scroll down to the original posts. So this is his obituary, a little picture. We're going to be taking a look at it. But they go to his original post. And he's so cute. Why is he so cute? Why did he shave the hair here and here? Or does his hair grow like that? Seems like those areas are missing hair. He's dead. He's fucking... And he's cute. Had a bit of a health scare last night, but thankfully it wasn't a heart attack. Not sure what it was though, because once they made sure I wasn't dying, I was thrown out into the waiting room, and 6 hours later, I said F it and went home. Canadian healthcare folks, best in the world. I'll have to shave the rest of my chest, I guess. Oh, okay, so that's why. See, I was like, why is he missing chest hair? So he was missing chest hair because they had to put, I guess, leads on him to do ECG or whatsoever. Did they have to take off the nipple piercing? You can tell he's gay. I love it. And why are his pants so tight? Why can I see the VPL? Like, what's going on? This is also morbid. He's dead. But check out his handle. This is his Twitter. Gay Evil. Oh my god. And if you can read this, I'm not sure I can say this word, but that's his handle. That's so hilarious. So he has been, I think, going viral. 20 million views. This poor dead guy. I feel for him. It sucks. And it sucks even harder because this is the same situation that I feel like Mommy went through here in Canada. August, she rode in the ambulance. They just discharged her, even though she had 200 over 100 blood pressure. Look, he went through a makeover. He went from being a bottom to a verse. I'm sorry, dead guy. You're so cute. But I love that his name is Big Faggy Waggy. Figgy Wiggy? Figgy Wiggy. And then he had another Twitter. And apparently he was on the Twitter being like a gay advocate against trans youth. What? So, gay man against gender ideology bullshit. It seems like all of us older gays, we kind of have this similar ideology, similar ideas regarding the trans movement, because it is... I think we can all see ourselves being potentially forcibly trans if we were younger growing up. But yeah, I love it. Gay man against gender ideology. Whosoever has access to his account put a tombstone and a ghost. I'm like, oh my god, it's so sad. It's so sad. So wow. Wow. So he says here, I missed the meeting where it was agreed that once we achieved same-sex marriage rights, we would help trans activists obliterate the meaning of biological sex. I love it. I love it. I hate that. It's not even for me about biological sex. It's about science. It's about facts. Like, are we really throwing away all of the textbooks that we used to have because they talk about things like male and female sex? Like, that's insane. Now they have to create non-binary them-their genders inside of curricula. That's too much. Let's have a little respect for science. So someone is clearly having access to his account. Must be his husband or significant other or something. And he's reposting the stuff. He's so cute. He's dead. He's dead, but still so cute. Damn it. So, one of the fun things that I love to do is I love to read the obituaries where Mommy's buried, because it's like, oh, who's there now? Oh, it was so sad reading someone got shot and was buried at the age of 30 something. Oh boy. And then I went to the funeral home today, and I was talking to the funeral director. We just chat. It's nice to just chat with her. So I asked her about it. I was like, is that why there were police at the cemetery? Because he got shot? And she's like, yeah, they were looking for who shot him. Turns out they shot him because they thought he was the ex-boyfriend of this girl, but turns out he wasn't. He was just in the wrong place, wrong time. Fuck. So yeah, reading the obituaries are really interesting for me. And it seems like this person was an internet personality, at least on the Twitter. I don't know how much of a personality you can be on Twitter, because Twitter is just like words, and I need to hear I need to hear voices. I need that audio kind of audio visual stimulation as well, not just visual, audio as well. So, yeah, I mean 30,000 followers. Poor gay guy. Poor dead gay guy. I feel so bad for him. So that's his name, Adam Burgoyne. Ooh, very Frenchy. But apparently he's not a Frenchie. And if you read this here, complexe funéraire sans regret. It's like sans regrets, without regrets. That's what they named their funeral home. No regrets, no regrets. That's like it's too much. I can't believe that's the name of the funeral home. But yeah, here we go. On December 6th, our beautiful son, brother, and uncle Adam suddenly left this earth. Flat Earth. He fell off the flat Earth, please. Please. His many family and friends will miss his sarcastic humor, his quick wit, his deeply felt convictions. Oh, is that because he didn't like the trans ideology? Oh my god. Is this me in a couple years? Oh no. His smarts, his way of cutting through any stormy situation to reveal the core of what really matters. From a young age, he took interest to great depths, teaching himself to play piano, compose music, program computers, make feasts, and learned French so well that he was consistently mistaken for a native Quebecer. I consider myself a native Quebecois. Because guess what? I was born there. So he wasn't born there, but I guess he's like super Frenchy. He was getting that French D in Montreal, I suppose. So, yeah. And reading what he used to like, it also hit me too. He used to love to laugh, always made us giggle, and had quotes from 90s cartoons, Monty Python movies, Mad TV sketches. I love Mad TV. I still rely on Mad TV. So, yeah, that sucks. Just before he turned 40, then he died. So, fuck. One day you're on this earth, next day you're gone. One day you're taking sexy selfies and showing people your bulgy wulgy. The next day you're dead. Like, what? And so I guess this was taken at the hospital? Because, like, what are all these colors? What is this terrible curtain? Oh, no, maybe this is his bathroom. Maybe that's his bathroom. Yeah, maybe. Montreal does have some shitty apartments. Is that mold? Like, what the fuck is that on the wall? Oh, it doesn't look healthy. I'm not sure about this. But yeah, isn't that sad? That's so sad. But yeah, I figured it's appropriate to talk about dead people because Dave's grieving, and that fucking flat earther used my dead brother against me as some sort of emotional attack. That's why I say that the FGC is ruined for me. If anyone I find is supporting this loser, is watching this loser, I don't want to know anything about them. Block and ban them, delete them, please. Because if you're siding with an individual who thinks it's okay to use dead people to harm those who are grieving for them, that's fucked up. So fucked up. So I mean, that's all aside from, you know, like the flat earth bullshit. Is this kind of emotional manipulation and targeted harassments? Because this was not only myself experiencing this kind of stuff, this was also my dear brother Drew. Guys, you remember Drew? Drew, are you in the live stream? Drew. Oh, I miss you, Drew. I need to text you. But yeah, let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you for joining. Hey, F me hard Akuma. Oh my word. Hey there, sorcerer. I'm just seeing what Dave is talking about today. What do you think I'm talking about today? We're talking about feet. Feet. That's what we are talking about. Well, there's certainly lots of feet in Mortal Kombat 1. But also, this guy looks like he smells like feet. Oh my. Oh my. Who would you rather? Who would you rather? Dead guy or feet? Let's try it again. Dead guy or feet? I choose dead guy. He's really cute. But I don't like his laundry setup. What? Do you have laundry like this? I guess that's what you get in a condo. The things stack up on top of each other. But Dave has a way of sometimes making the washing machine flood. So I like it when they're separate. Oh my god. He went through a transformation late in life. Was it because of the exercise that he got the heart attack? 3 years apart. What 3 years can do. Okay, so wow. Before we get into feet, you know me, I always got tangents. I got all sorts of shit that I wish to share with you because the world is bigger than just feet. The world is bigger than just Mortal Kombat. As you saw here in Canada, the healthcare system is so good that we are killing the gays. Yes, it's so good the gays are getting killed. But to know what's going on in other parts of the English speaking world, because like I'm not watching stuff from Spain or France. I don't speak all of these. I don't speak the language. I guess French, yeah, I do, but it's not like I'm following France. But UK, I'm more so interested in because it seems like UK is heading down the same path as Canada, becoming a socialist dystopia, as evidenced by all of the rainbow flag memorabilia. So this is a video from the Deputy Prime Minister of the UK. Underneath Keir Starmer is a lady named Angela Rayner, and this is some musings about what she has done recently.
Hiya, it's Deputy Prime Minister, proud Northerner and Basic Instinct enthusiast, Angela Rayner, and welcome to One of a No-Brainer with Angela Rayner. Now, as you can see, I have decked out the Ut Labour's underground bunker for Christmas. I put my tree up, I've got my fairy on top of the Christmas tree, and I've made it all festive and fantastic down here. So it's a very jolly place to be right now, and absolutely nothing is going to get me down. I'm in a really good, happy mood, and that would include all of the backlash that I have received from the interview I did on Sky News yesterday. I have to say it was a little bit unexpected. Our Kia rang me very early in the morning and he said, you need to go down to the Sky News studios and do an interview with Sir Trevor. And I went, when? And he said, now, go now. And I said, but I'm absolutely hanging from the night before. I was doing my Christmas decks and I knocked back a few sherries. He said, I don't care, just go now. So I went down there, not eating anything, went down there, and I got there and I thought, I absolutely love Sir Trevor MacDonald. So I'm quite happy for him to interview me. He's notoriously very gentle when he interviews people. So I thought that would be fine. Got there, realised, got me Trevors mixed up because it was actually Sir Trevor Phillips and he's tough. And I thought, oh no. So I tried to soften it a little bit. I took the knee before the interview. He wasn't interested. And then he started going on about how I was going to possibly build all these houses that we...
I love how she talks. I love this accent. And this is an accent that me and my mom would imitate at home too. Because they don't use H's. It's like, ow, how I was going to build the houses. There's no H. It's a northerner English accent. I can't do it. I think like what like me and mom what we would say is I fucking love ya. That's all we can do. That's the best of our northern accent. But I love that this is who the people elected in the UK is these LGBT ideologues. Not the fucking tree is a rainbow. There's a fairy on top. There's also a pile of shit, I think. This is what happens when you vote in liberals into the government.
He had pledged we were going to build, and I thought, you know, I don't know what to say here. I tried everything. It was confusing me. He was saying things like out of the frying pan and into the fire, and I thought, don't think about food. I was so hungry. And then he mentioned something about a black-legged kitty wake, and I thought, I don't know all the drag queens, Trevor. It's too early in the morning for that. And then he started talking about newts.
Oh my god. Okay, not the drag queens. So, okay, clearly this is not the same lady who was elected to the prime minister deputy position, or appointed rather. This is a parody, but I love it. Not the drag queen. So I find British politics fascinating because things in Britain is a little different from how it goes on in the Canadas and the Americas. But I think their humor is just, I love it. It's so great. She got the wig to look really close to this girl's. Yes, a very good thing. good thing. But yeah, I am really hoping that the UK can sort out their leadership so that people can stop laughing at them internationally. Or maybe not. It's fun. I love seeing stupid things. We saw how the last time the prime minister, he could barely count to 5 and light up a Christmas tree. So yeah, that's really great. really great. Now, this is going to bring us to the pièce de résistance. This fucking lol cow, this flat earther. And once again, I must impression upon you. Beware. Do not get sucked into his cult of conspiracy, fantasy, because the way that they justify not believing in fact, not accepting fact, it's not even a belief, it's accepting the truth of reality, is that it's limiting their freedom of speech, it's limiting their ability to question things, it's telling them how to think, how to behave. It's all very wild. And I can understand maybe you don't want to be told what to believe on transitioning youth, or giving control of a country to Hamas and Hezbollah terrorists. Like, these are things that should, you know, you should question, why are we doing these things? But alternatively, you would not question if the sky was blue. You would not question that GPS is relying upon a satellite in space. But this Mensa member really does not believe in space, does not believe in fact, physics, history, etc. This is a problem. And the fact that so many thousands of people will watch his drivel on Mortal Kombat and not also accept the fact that he says ridiculous things about the world, it makes me question, do people live in a bubble? I'm sorry, a video game is not removed from what's going on outside of the world. Like, we are seeing the developers insert the world actively with the propaganda that we get in Mortal Kombat 1. And you know what? Stupid Ugly Feet was only talking about propaganda and communism in Mortal Kombat 1 after I was saying it. So yes, this is how I know that this Mensa member is really not truthful. He's really trying to milk shit for views because he's getting pennies on The View to get people to watch his shit. Beware. I don't trust these people who are shills. I don't trust these people whose opinions are bought and paid for. And you can buy Fate for an absurdly low price. Wonderful, because he's making these preposterous claims about the reality of our existence for 54 views. I mean, I'm not like a size queen when it comes to views or whatever. Like, I could care less about how many views I get. But to see that people will debase themselves for this, that's how you know that the idiot is a lol cow. You don't even need to poke him in order to get enjoyment or entertainment. It just comes freely. So here we go. This is part B. This is the second part of his 4-hour live stream shenanigans with Mensa. Yes, I've used that for the third time. Mensa members here. Real intellectuals, real thought-provoking individuals with maybe 2 brain cells between them. Okay, so let us continue. Let's see what this fool is saying.
All right, we should be back.
Okay.
We should be back.
Go.
Right.
And we will
Yep,
be
we're
jumping
definitely
through things. Because Fate
Ruby.
also
Let me
likes
see if
to, like, even in his 12-minute, 8-minute videos, he likes to take these pregnant pauses. I'm perhaps giving him too much of a positive statement there. I think he just blanks. I think he doesn't know what to say. And this is what happens when he gets into debates. He will pause, or he will just repeat, or he will go around in circles talking about his childhood.
If I can find the stream for myself. But
I remember when I played Mortal Kombat on the arcade. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Rocky, I like that your channel is a learning channel. Aw, thank you. I mean, I feel the day that I'll stop learning is the day that I die. And I love to watch documentaries all the time. Not like shit about Flat Earth. I can only imagine what kind of documentaries that Feet is watching. Oh, I actually do know. He watched that documentary on how Shining, guy who made Stanley Kubrick, faked the moon landing. So let's see what documentaries I can find. There's some like news. There's some more news about that killer. Prime Minister. Oh wow, it's my thing. Yeah, I don't know. What neglected pet? Oh, here we go. Business basics, real life lore. I love those kinds of things where you're learning about geography, businesses. Brown hyenas, survivors from hell. See, this is what I like watching. And some British news as well thrown in there. So, yeah, it's all about learning, my friends. You gotta be learning every single day. Dead guy 100%. Yes, this dead guy is super cute. Way cuter than fucking Feet. Yeah, ew, it's Feet. So, yeah, let's continue.
I'm not exactly sure what point we cut off on, but we can. I'll give it back to you to kind of like start the discussion again on a point.
Oh yeah. No, and that's I was gonna say. Like that's the thing about, actually, I'll rename the first one part.
I wish he could mix the audio levels such that his guest wasn't overpoweringly loud compared to his voice.
Hey, this will be part B.
Indeed.
And
indeed.
I'll modify the thumbnail after the stream, so it'll say like part A, part B.
Yeah.
So that way people know it's connected. But no, that's the thing. Like I mean, we can definitely spend a lot of money on tinfoil and faith and everything around here. And that's why I like, letting people talk and listening to them, because, you can learn a lot. And some people, well, not some people, a lot of people, I think they just want to listen. They just want to be able to share stuff, and I think you've mentioned a few times about finding that, that human like connection, which is what actually matters.
Wait, doesn't he have a wife and kids? Why is he going on the internet looking for human connection? Oh, his wife should divorce him.
I put on the screen, actually, because I said it before, but I did manage to find it. It was Werner von Braun's, gravestone.
Oh, the quote from his gravestone? Yeah.
He died in the year
That was from 1901, yep.
Yeah, in 1977 was the year I was hatched. And it says, what it means is, so it says Psalm 19:1, the heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament sheweth his handiwork.
Firmament doesn't mean flat disk. Doesn't mean flat earth or flat plane. Firmament is just the earth. How is he taking that to mean flat earth? Also, stop twisting the Bible to suit your wild conspiracies. First off, this stuff wasn't written in English, so acting like these English translations are supporting your flat earth oh God, Lord help me.
Indeed.
Right. So I know a lot of people, like, because I know they actually did have some disinformation actually out there. They actually had something called the Flat Earth Society, which was done on purpose to try and discredit the true sort of investigation into it. But a true flat earther doesn't believe that we're a disc in space and everything else is round and, that sort of dumb shit. If there was a big enough cat, it would have pushed everything off it.
Well, I thought that the flat earthers believed that Earth is on a flat plane with it constantly moving upwards at 9.8 meters per second squared, which would explain why gravity exists. Because it's relative, because the plane is increasing at a constant rate. Isn't that wild? I thought that's what it was. That's what I heard when I was listening to some flat earth science professor talk about shit. But hearing him explain stuff, like, I never thought that the earth was flat but everything else was round. Who said that? I don't think anything could be round in this world if it's flat.
Right.
No, we don't believe that, there is actual space. Like, you can have low orbit.
Right.
But
we don't believe that, there is actual space. Oh, yeah. This is wild. What does that mean, there is no space? Why does fate believe that there is no space? Because thinking about all of the things like the Russians going to Venus with the Venera missions, or China rushing to get someone on the moon by 2030, or satellites, GPS, all of this. Does he think it's just a huge sham? Why would the Russians, Chinese, and Americans collude on creating this great conspiracy? It don't make sense. The simplest explanation is the most likely one, according to Occam's razor. This is wild. Why does he find the most backwards mental gymnastics kind of way of explaining shit?
Right. You're actually you can't get out. Right. They talk about the waters above, with the waters below, in regards to the firmament and the creation all the way back in Genesis. And this little interesting.
I feel like when he talks about things like this, where he doesn't know all of the facts, you can see in his face this little amount of nervous twitch. I'm not sure if this is because he has anxiety from being a basement dweller, or if he knows that he's lying to people and he feels nervous about that. But it's too much.
Nugget as well. That is over on QMum. It says in the 1960 encyclopedia.
Okay, he's talking about QMum like we know what it is. What is a QMum? Is it a queer mum? I don't know. Truther mum, Trump supporter. Oh God, expose the satanic some peoples. Tartaria, 5D Ascension? You lost me. What the fuck is Tartaria 5D Ascension? Earth thing? They called me Bruce. Free energy captured in the arch and repurposed as a... what are these conspiracies? It's just instant conspiracy. Lucille Ball is a man? What? Lucille Ball is a man. Lucifer Ball. When I see this kind of stuff, it just makes me want to cry. Because I don't understand how people can be this fucking stupid. Finally, bill forcing hospitals to administer ivermectin. This is just the beginning. Bill forcing hospitals to admit. What is ivermectin? I don't know what that is. Ivermectin. Used for the following infections caused by parasites. Parasites are things such as worms that live off a person. So you don't want to... You want the parasites? I'm so confused. Why wouldn't you want to fight the parasites? Okay. Speaking as someone who has worked with pharmaceuticals, drugs, the drug industry, governments trying to get things approved in not only in Canada, but I used to have Australian colleagues, and we would have to help our colleagues whenever they were getting audited by the, well, for them it's the TGA, Therapeutic Goods Administration. So dealing and trying to help them with all of that is like, I know that there are some smart people in Australia. So how are there so many dumb ones on the internet? Video from Kimberly. Okay. So I think I got enough context. So this Q-mum that he's referencing here with the Encyclopedia Americana listing that Earth's dome is 73 miles high. This is from some conspiracy website that these nutsos are salivating over. Oh yeah, and I must draw attention here to this little symbol in the bottom right. Doesn't it look like the German swastika?
Encyclopedia Americana.
Doesn't
Earth
it?
dome is apparently 73 miles high. That's all it is.
Right.
There's no outer space. The sun, moon, and stars are under the dome. And in it says these flights, which it references New Zealand, prove the inland areas to be featureless in character, with a dome 13,000 feet high.
Wait, what?
At about latitude 80
What, is he saying that New Zealand doesn't exist as well? What is he saying here?
degrees south. So with Antarctica, right, civilians can't go there unless it's on a very, very strict, tour
Condition, yeah.
that they do. You can't.
That's not true. I'm pretty sure I can get a tour to Antarctica. Tours to Antarctica. There are many tours to Antarctica, including cruises, expeditions, and family tours. Why is he spreading misinformation so boldly? Saying that people can't go to Antarctica. His dumbass is in Australia. If he really wanted to go, he could get a flight to Chile or Argentina and then swim across. Or he could swim from Tasmania. I don't know. I thought, he could just swim there. Wouldn't that be nice? But there are tours. Why is he lying to people? Look, from Argentina, from Port of Ushuaia. I can't say that word. Yeah. Look at that. Lots of ways to get there. Antarctic cruises and expeditions. And a trip to Patagonia. Nice. So, stop lying, feet. I don't know if it's malice or incompetence that would better explain feet here, because I know he was malicious when he was using my dead loved ones to attack me, but at the same time it seems like he exhibits a high amount of incompetence with his ability to grasp knowledge, things about the earth. What?
There's a video that's on Twitter of, I think it's a bunch of Australian guys, you know, typical us, right? Fucking larrikins. Going down to Antarctica and the Navy showing up to turn them away. Because almost every country in the world...
I'm sorry. It's so laughably stupid. So some Australians were like, ooh, let's row our boat to Antarctica. And so some Navy turned them away. Which Navy? The Navy of which country? Because Antarctica is not a country. Which Navy? Did he say?
You can't... There's a video that's on Twitter of... I think it's a bunch of Australian guys, you know...
He should have found the fucking video, much like how he found this Q-mum conspiracy.
Last, right? Fucking larrikins. Going
oh,
down...
I get it. Q-mum is like QAnon or that bullshit.
To Antarctica and the Navy showing up to turn them away. Because almost...
Who's the Navy? The Navy of the U.S.? Argentina? UK? Like, what is going on
Every
here?
country in the world has actually agreed to protect Antarctica. Now, if all it is a giant block of ice and penguins and stuff, why would every single country do this? And then when you look a little bit further...
Okay, well, I'm gonna say, like, from my perspective, there is a great scientific wealth of knowledge in the history of the Earth trapped in ice. You can take ice cores, you can melt the ice cores and the different gases, you can analyze from the different depths of the ice cores to figure out what was the atmospheric composition at that time. Like, there's a lot of history and a lot of things that you can figure out from just ice. So it's not just penguins and ice. There's things relating to the history of geology, the history of climate, the history of animals and stuff. Because Antarctica was not only an ice place. There was also a time when it was more temperate, and so you could also analyze like pollen and stuff to see what was like the ecology of when there were more creatures around. Like, fuck, he's so stupid, and it hurts because he needs to get off the internet and go look after his children. I worry for those children because those children, if they had him as a father, how fucking dumb are they? And then those are the ones who are supposed to be working members of society and they don't believe, accept reality? Yikes.
You find out that a guy called Admiral Byrd circumnavigated Antarctica a very long time ago. I think it was like up in the 50s, 60s, something thousand, miles around, and that makes sense if you were considering the flat Earth model. If you go into Google Maps,
I'm sorry. What? I don't know how many miles. 50. Already, we're talking about things in imperial. I thought in Australia they used metric. So it wasn't 50 miles, it was 50,000 miles? Can he pull up sources or references for the shit that he talks about? Like, look at me. I'm always coming to you with shit prepared. Like, we've got gay evil, we got nipple piercings, we got crazy British prime ministers, deputy prime ministers. Like, I have references for shit. Where's the references for this?
And on Google Maps, you can trace around stuff to get the distance, right, of anything. But if you do it, I don't know if they fixed it now, but you used to be able to do it. If you do it around Antarctica, it won't do it.
Right.
It actually, what it does is it actually almost shapes like a crescent moon, right? It doesn't go around the continent itself. It actually like caves in almost and sort of like makes this like half moon shape.
Can you demonstrate,
and
please?
There's so many facets.
I mean, like, if he's not willing to demonstrate his own points or arguments, why should I have to try and figure it out? I don't accept this.
But the one thing I've heard a lot is that it's actually brought a lot of people closer to God, because
Right.
you know it's his house, and if you
Do you know what brings people closer to God? Losing your loved ones. I don't think this guy has lost anything in his life of significance. He definitely didn't care for his dead mom. Didn't seem like he cared for her the way that he was speaking about her in some of his live streams. So I just question what this guy actually values in life.
you prove his house,
Does he actually value God? Does he believe in God's teachings? Because QMum and Encyclopedia Americana are not Bible.
then we're all special. You're meant to be here doing what you're doing. Hopefully the anxiety would lift too of all of us. That what if we don't achieve this or achieve that? We know where we're going if we're good people. That's
Right.
I'm glad he has anxiety, because I don't think he's a good person. The anxiety that he experiences is because that he knows that he's a bad person, and he's trying to navigate this world knowing that he is so bad.
thing. Like that's the thing. Is like there is a pathway forward, and I think there's that old saying, the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world that he didn't exist, right?
Oh no, I believe the devil exists. It's bald and claims that he knows everything about MK.
Yep.
I think he was convincing the world that God didn't exist, and he's done a pretty good job so far of doing that, unfortunately. So
Truly.
I don't agree with that. And especially given that so many people voted for Trump, you would expect that some of that great majority of people would have some sort of Christian moral values or something. Isn't that what the Republican Party is always preaching about? Christian values? No? I something about this is not connecting in my mind.
Truly, unfortunately, because nowadays, God money is
Yeah.
the thing that rules most people, and that is
I think that's very true for Feet. God money. His God is money, because he works so hard for those pennies on YouTube. It's disgusting. I find all of the actions of the shills really do make me feel disgusted, because they are working so hard for their God, which is money. And Feet's no different.
definitely made, just like, Disney, the Magic Kingdom, Touchstone Entertainment, all these things, they refer to, elements of the esoteric and kind of.
Are you kidding me? Disney is apparently esoteric. How?
Things that are meant as kind of like they're hidden away for and they're hidden to make people beholden to these sorcerers of power, and I like to think.
Oh my, I hate that this guy just uses words to not even really say anything meaningful. So let me see if I can find his. Here we go. So this is his YouTube. I was looking at this because I couldn't believe it. Take a look. This is the person that Feet is talking to. His name is John Richards, problematic white guy. And this is what he describes his YouTube channel as. Join with me as I trip and stumble to navigate through an ever-evolving clown show in this diversity-focused post-human reality. What does that mean, post-human reality? So we've gone beyond humanity at this point? It seems we've all been beguiled and coerced into becoming more weak and powerless than we've ever known via vast forms of debasement and technology controlled by an overruling globalist NGO-based driven charade networked and supported through Please, Lord, help me. He needs a period. That is one sentence. Do you see that? That part highlighted right there is one sentence. And I don't get what he's even trying to say. Not that he's blaming the globalist NGO, but can't even name it. Which one? The UN, the World Health Organization, the World Economic Forum? Which one? The World Bank? Let me know. I would love to know. Is it all of them? Is it none of them? Is it the QAnon, satanic, whatever they were called? Like, wow, the conspiracy in this guy's mind has warped it, and I think he's just using a thesaurus to get his points across. We've all been exploited into burning each other down, while the very powers that be, very powers that be, stand us. This is not making good English for me. While the very powers that be stand aside, waiting outside the fire, manipulating our biases to discern beyond the delusions of all their... What does this fucking mean? It's just a whole lot of hot air, sound and fury, resulting in nothing, right? Like... What? Sound and fury, Shakespeare. That's the quote. Right. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. That's like a great way of describing Feet and this whole conversation here, because it's... What are they trying to say?
Myself more as kind of like a wizard. You know, in the sense that every thought, everything that I've been a part of, I can't take all of them to ultimate completion, right?
Yeah.
And so when I have a good idea, I try to speak about it openly with other people, because they might be able to take that idea and go all the way to the goalpost with it, whereas I might only be able to 5-10 feet.
Yeah.
You know, and I would much rather these things that I find to be interesting and unique and plentiful, find their ways to actually be expressed, whether through my hands and my actions or someone else's. And so, when I think about like
boring
of searches, and content, right? I think I said it the other day. So on, like, they were looking to ban TikTok. Right?
They should ban TikTok.
It came up that one of the biggest searches into the billions of searches, and content, or at least searches anyway, on TikTok was Flat Earth.
Right.
Right. And
that's exactly why they should ban it, so that the fucking flat earthers can get off of the internet.
I think COVID was a blessing. I think
if you don't believe in satellites or GPS or things like that, you shouldn't be allowed to use international communication networks, global networks, internet. Get off the internet.
Sometimes these bad things happen because it's a requirement to open up, either the third eye or just your eyes. And
wait, isn't he a Christian? Why is he talking about opening the third eye? This is how you know it's a cult. Not that he's Christian preaching about the fucking Bible, but also preaching about the third eye. What kind of Christian is he? But then he's turning around saying that gays are evil and that Muslims are child things, doing things to children. God damn it, Feet. Ooh, he's so terrible. Let's see what you guys are saying. This is killing me. Did he just say COVID was a blessing? He did just say COVID was a blessing. How did I dash over that? He said it was a blessing because it opened up his third eye, allowing him to see the truth of flat Earth. Flat Earths equal flat brains. Flat Earth equals flat dick. He ain't got nothing down there. Must be smooth like a Ken doll. How on earth he going around saying that Earth is flat? Someone done chopped off his brains down there, and because he has no brains up there either. That's the coin flip of free speech, but he thinks he's always right with wild theories. Funny. Yeah, I think it's one thing to have freedom of speech, yes, but at the same time, freedom of speech shouldn't be used for the absurdity, perversion of fact. because that will only cause more harm. So there are certain things that people ethically and morally should not be doing, but they are still doing it. Just because you have the right for free speech doesn't mean you should be saying the shit. For instance, did he have any right to say that the N-word was not about race? He doesn't care about black people. He may pretend to, but I know what he thinks about the N-word. He thinks it's used to describe the Irish. Oh my word. Because ginger is a anagram of... Okay, anyways. So, is that the right word, anagram, if you mix around the words? Yeah, I think that's like word jumble. Yeah, anyways. So, I don't get him. It really hurts seeing that people support this kind of delusion. Feet gets God's preferences mixed with moral law. I think he also gets it mixed with, like, actual law. Because he thinks that there is some sort of government conspiracy preventing people from exploring Antarctica. Which Navy, Feet? Which Navy? Tell me. Losing your life brings you close to God, but he doesn't believe in everything. Yeah, it's very clear that fate is, and I'm not saying it's wrong to mix your religiosity, pick and choose from different things, like absorb different holidays if you want, why not? But like when he's talking about chakras and things like that, that's not what I expected from him being an orthodox believer of the Bible, such that the earth was flat. Now he's also believing in chakras? Yeah, right. I believe in chakras. I think that chakra and meditation is very useful. But does he meditate if he is suffering from all this anxiety from living in his wife's basement? Total MK is the only MK legend Aussie. You know, my problems with Total MK are not existent. I don't really have a problem with Total MK. My problem is with anyone who supports this idiot here. And I do know that Total MK does support Fate. So there is that. I would definitely ban Total MK if he came in here talking about Fate. Because Fate's an idiot. There's no other way to phrase it. But, yeah, it's nice that he helped get the ban removed on MK9 for Australia. I think a lot of teeth whitening toothpaste, though, could be used in Australia. I like Dave's laugh. Aw, the Witch's Navy. Become trans. Yay. Lovely. Hearing him explain things makes me want to ask Australian Ministry why they keep him. Oh, no. From MK to conspiracy believings is a bad move to earn clicks. Well, he knows that this is contentious, and this is why he does not post this on his main channel. However, he does state for his cult followers on this secondary channel that he is true to his word and that he tells people about his flat earth beliefs. But ever since I have started covering the flat earthness of Fate, he deleted live streams. He's made things private. He's done a lot to try and distance himself from the crazy conspiracies that he was spouting at the beginning of this year. That's the problem. There's problems. I think you can see from the type of videos that I make, I've been very consistent about how I feel about Mortal Kombat, how I feel about the shills, how I feel about liars. It's always been the same, but not the case for Fate. One moment he doesn't like True Underlame. One moment he loves True Underlame. It's gross. One moment he hates Mike Hollow. One moment he's trying to plea with Mike Hollow to cancel Dave and the Jaded Rabbit. Oh yeah, I don't forget that, Mike Hollow. I don't like him either. There's a lot of people who are grifting on Mortal Kombat, wanting clicks and views. They don't play the game. They don't have a reason to be in the space. They should go back to their fucking Tekken. But yeah, let's see what let's continue with this.
I think it started to make a lot of people question, what was actually, if they could lie about.
And this is why he's saying COVID was a blessing.
One thing, what else are they lying about?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's really important. Because when you're a flat earther, you obviously get, people heckle you and
it's not people heckle you. People think you're fucking stupid. And it's not heckling. You deserve it.
Think you're an idiot, don't know what you're talking about. But, again, they could do the same thing with the whole Sky Daddy as well. So that doesn't bother me.
No one is judging you for your belief in a higher power. Contrary to your belief, there are billions of people on this planet who like thinking that there is a higher power providing each and all of us with a purpose or whatever. That there's a reason for being here. But him trying to conflate religion with flat earth, why? It's the two things are separate. Very separate. And in history, you've seen people using religion as justifications for violent conflict, but I never thought we would reach the day where religion is being used to justify terrible science. That there's a fucking wall in Antarctica preventing the water from flying off the flat plane that is Earth.
But what's really interesting, I just shared something on the screen. This is from an old 60s British television, either news or some sort of program, that the actual map that they're looking at is a flat Earth map.
Right. And this is what...
Okay, so whenever you look at a map of like the Arctic, you're looking at it usually top down. He thinks that different projections of maps mean that the Earth is actually shaped like that. Like how when they have like maps where it's like not top down, but like it's centered on like North America and you see everything else around it. Like, does he actually think that those are the actual sizes of the continents, of the islands? Like Greenland looks so big on that map projection, but it's not. Oh, I don't understand him.
What the UN is...
There are problems with this projection as well. Why is Australia so big? Why is Africa so big? Why is the Pacific Ocean so big? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Modeled after
the
map.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I noticed how it's got a cage around it. Like...
It's got a cage around it. So he's trying to say what? We're shackled by the globalist NGO because there's longitude and latitude lines on a map? Why?
Yeah.
There's all sorts of interesting stuff that you really start to kind of see when you look past the symbology that they're trying to sell you as and actually kind of see it for what it's actually showing you.
And when
that is so hypocritical. He's saying, don't look at the symbology. This is all symbology that he's talking about.
The Aussie guys got turned around, with Antarctica and stuff. I looked into that further. You can't even fly past a certain degree parallel, right? Or wherever it is. And I think that's...
What do you mean? What do you mean you can't fly past a certain degree parallel? You don't know what it is. Of course you don't know what it is. You're fucking insane.
Because if you were at that height, at that close... then you would see what's really down there.
What's beyond the ice wall?
Yeah, exactly, right? Now,
oh my
I'm
God.
just to show
Not
you,
the ice wall.
This is what sold me on this. You can see that on the screen, right? Like,
oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, so this is what sold me on Flat Earth, right? I was watching a Flat Earth documentary, like this guy called Eric Dubai has put out.
It's not a documentary if it's about Flat Earth. I'm sorry.
I think he's a little bit of a hippie though. But he's done a lot of good work in regards to, you know, a lot of sort of flat Earth proofs and investigations into dinosaurs and all sorts of stuff.
Wait, what did the dinosaurs have to do with flat Earth? Why? Why does this ruin all of history for me?
Anyway, so one of them was the moon, right? And I'll play the video so you can see it's obviously the surface of the moon. The moon never rotates away. It only spins a certain way, right?
Right.
The moon never ever gets any new craters. Nothing ever changes or anything on the surface of the moon.
Oh
right?
my god. Hearing this guy explain the cosmos, it's like a retarded Carl Sagan who smoked a lot of crack cocaine. That's what it sounds like.
Anyway,
Right.
so what they were using is that they used these old flat Earth maps and were overlaying. them
No,
over
they're
the
not flat Earth maps. They're just a different type of map projection from top down. Why?
top of the moon, right? So all the shaded parts that you see on the moon's surface is land.
Right.
Like that's actually land, right? Now, if you come out a bit, so where it's just the moon again. So this sort of, I don't know if you can, is my mouse showing up? I hope
Oh no, yeah, I see everything just fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
So this sort of little blob over here, again, I question the shape of our continents.
Reality, right?
True, yeah. I mean, hey,
So Fate questions reality? Wait, does Fate think we're living in a Matrix type of situation? What?
it's all up for grabs, isn't it? So this blob over here, I think, is Australia, and then we have like.
Oh my god. This is like those idiots, like the Thiny. You know Thiny, how he'll be like, "Oh, Ed Boon posted this, so therefore this is what that means." You know, like that kind of bullshit. Let's pull up the Thiny YouTube. I'm sure he has something there. Yeah. Ooh, I fucking hate this one too. Ooh, I fucking hate this one too. But he made a video, or maybe it was his other channel, where he explained Ed Boon's tweets. Oh, it was so stupid. Such wild conspiracy theory. But that is what I feel like we're getting here too. That's the problem. When you have people in the community who push others to believe hype, to believe data mines as reality, to believe code as reality, then you got these losers who are believing absolutely anything is real. What? But now I'm Tiny Gaming Takes. Damn it. I want to find it. Let's try it this way. More reaction? Okay, here we go. Thiny's Take. I always forget what's the name of this one. So this is Thiny's Take. And you can see, like, he was doing this weird hype shit. MK12 teaser synced with 1 and 2, synced with 1 and 3. Ed Boon's cryptic Twitter space loop decoded. When's MK12? You can see, like, there's a lot of weird conspiracy that this Queer for Palestine terrorist believes in. But I guess this is what we're getting also with Feet. You know, if Feet didn't hate the Muslims so much, maybe Thiny and Feet could be friends.
Like through, like, up and through, like, Asia and England and whatnot over here.
No, I don't understand what he's saying, that the continents are in the moon. What the fuck?
And then, like, Americas and stuff over here. But what isn't accounted for? Because you said something about, I think you said something about land before, right? Something to do with land. This massive area over here is unaccounted for.
Right.
Right. I raced out.
I can't even. It's like listening to Joe Biden mumble. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm not sure what the point is that he's making. But God damn it, Hunter Biden has some sexy photos. I don't know about this one though. Feet's too much for me.
It's the thing that lays beyond the ice wall. Right.
Yeah, I raced outside with my phone because my phone's pretty good. It can zoom in on the moon, and it was a full moon, so I got a clear shot because I thought, well, what if this guy is doctoring the surface of the moon? You know, like how do I know? You can actually look up old flat Earth maps. It's the Gleason map. It's actually an authentic, map.
So he's saying the moon looks like the flat Earth map? What the fuck?
Right.
Back in the day. And
there is a very old flat Earth map that dates back to like the Middle Ages.
Oh, really?
It really hurts my soul to hear these people pervert history. Not even people back then believed the Earth was flat. What the fuck?
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it.
Like, the people who built the pyramids and all of these great monuments throughout history could see things rise and fall in the sky, that there was a periodicity to everything. But these losers can't figure that out. It hurts. But it's also hilarious.
Right now, but on Forbidden Frontiers, I think they did an episode on to bring up Nerdrotic again and his group of people. But yeah, like there's a whole bunch of stuff, like and kind of like the Nazca Plains down in Peru, how they have their petroglyphs.
It feels like he's name dropping. I'm not seeing the points of connection for all of the things that he's talking about. First, he's talking about Nerdrotic. Then he's talking about Nazca. Well, how are these two things connected to flat Earth maps from the Middle Ages?
And all the stuff that like all these things that are just etched into the ground, but when you see them from up on high, and you can actually see them for being these drawings and everything like that. That how what is all this stuff for, and how did it come about to be as old as we understand it to be? And
Well, clearly there was aliens flying from outer space, so they needed a landing strip in Peru. Duh. Oh my god. Actually, they can't even believe in that because they don't believe in space. Oh, that's sad. I think one of the fun conspiracy theories is what about aliens? But these losers don't even believe in space. There are no fucking aliens. That's sad. I don't like this. Okay, alright. Let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you for joining. This is killing me. Lara Croft found them, but it's only the middle parts. Oh? Symbolism, I believe the word you're looking for is symbolism, Boondock Saints. Or the Canadian Prime Minister talk. Maybe Joe and he are related. Perhaps. Are the other planets I've seen in a telescope flat as well? I think he's trying to say that the other planets don't exist. That everything is a reflection of the flat Earth below. I'm not even sure he knows what he's trying to say. How is that a flat Earth map? Seriously, that's insane. All of this is so stupid. Feet the Crazy. I love the Flat Earther song. Fate is an idiot. I agree. I so agree. I don't like these lies. And I think, for the purposes of my sanity and your sanity, we won't be looking at more of this video, at least for today. We might do a part 3. I try to not only look at the topic at hand, but also some other fun musings. But I can't with this. We got through 18 minutes of this live stream. There's still so many more instances where they talk about the Earth being flat, according to the transcript here. And it's... Why? Why? Okay, oh? Yeah, it seems like we have, maybe half more to go through with flat Earth references. What a shame. What an absolute shame. If people are supporting Fate, if you come across people saying that they like Fate, direct them to this shit and ask, do you also follow the cult? These people who watch Fate have unfortunately drank the Kool-Aid. please do not drink the Kool-Aid. And that's something about Fate. One thing I will say positive about this individual is that he does have a level of charisma. I can see how people may be charmed by him, but that's what the fucking devil does. Tries to charm people and get you to believe and do things that are very abhorrent. Don't fall in with that. Want to see his source for all of it. I know. I love chocolate. He's got mommy issues for sure. I don't know why he feels the way he does about his mom. I'm not a psychiatrist. I can't explain. Fate Unknown is doing the Lord's work. I don't know. I really don't like the word fate. And it's so unfortunate that that leaker for Mortal Kombat 1 shares a name with this loser. But that's the life. What the fuck? No, he didn't. Yeah. Exactly. He runs a channel and someone could believe this crap. That, I think, is really bad. Because some of the audience that Fate has attracted, I look at the demographics for people who watch my videos. Most of them tend to skew older. I don't really pick up well with the 20-somethings, but the 40-somethings, they love my live streams. But the 20-somethings, But I can see that there is a younger audience who is watching Feet. On top of that, I think some of these individuals may be challenged. Maybe perhaps they're on the autism spectrum. I know that Total MK claims that he's autistic. So there is, I feel, a greater chance for vulnerable peoples to be taken advantage of if they actually listen and believe in the things that this cult leader is saying. It's really frightening. I hope that someone wakes up. People gotta get woke, my friends. Jax Briggs says that we don't got centuries for people to get woke. Get woke now. So yeah, please. Please let people know that flat earth is not a real thing. So my telescope is broken. You should do a live about my state. We are the aliens. We ate the aliens? Not that you ate the aliens. Jesus Christ on a motorbike. The stupidity is penetrating my brain. I have to get tinfoil to repel the Delulu from my brain. That's a good idea, Snoop. I love it. Oh, you guys, please go follow Snoopy. I believe I'm subscribed to him on the Twitch. I should be. Yep, I'm subscribed. Please go follow him. Go subscribe to him. He makes videos about Dead by Daylight. And if you want videos not about politics and about blood, gore, and killing, well, he likes to play as the Huntress. The Huntress. Yes, go check him out. But yeah, I would totally recommend absolutely anything before watching Feet's videos. Now, my options before making this live stream were to either watch this by myself and then comment on it later, or just do it live. So I chose the latter, and for that, I am really grateful that you guys could share this experience with me, because I don't want to waste my time watching Fate by myself. He is ludicrous. I don't know how to really properly describe this, because it's really frightening. It's really frightening that people are going about life in such a delusional way. But I guess, yes, it makes sense if he's also, is he transitioning? I feel like the next thing that we're gonna hear from Fate is that he opened his third eye and it told him to transition. I feel like that's the next step on the delusional slippery slope. Shush, Fox 40 and feeling foxy? No apology, lol. We love to be eaten. Oh boy. Brian, hello, brother. Thank you for joining. You came at the very end of the live stream. Leave a like or get out, because live stream is over. We will probably be doing a part 3. God, I can't believe it. Yeah, we will be doing a part 3. You know, the live streams aren't only about Fate, but we will be taking a look at what him and his crazy buddy have to say in the conclusion of Flat Earth Church. Yes, going to Flat Earth Church is not fun, but really eye-opening to learn how bad people are. I would equate it to watching an episode of Sister Wives. Like, until you see the Sister Wives, you wouldn't believe that this kind of nonsense exists in the world as marriage and religion. So, yeah, it's kind of the same thing. Like, you wouldn't believe that Fate's wife would allow him to just spend all day long on the internet talking shit. But alas, this is life. We need to get our tinfoil hats already. Oh yeah, we do need our tinfoil hats. I left a like though. Aw, I'm out. Love you, Rabbit. Love you all so much, my friends. Please leave a like or get out. Or if you really loved it, join the Jaded Bunny fam. You see all these lovely bunny badges in the live stream chat. These are my brothers and sisters. I would not be here were it not for them. If you want access to all of my secret videos, strategies, number 1 for MK11, oh yes, infinite time crystal glitch, or secret drama videos, because I make those too. I actually have a couple, like a bunch of secret drama videos, some of them involving this loser. So if you want to see those, join the fam. Yeah. Much love to everyone, but lots of love to James. Love you, James. Love you, Snoopy. Thank you, brothers, for being here. J4 OMG. Love you. Thank you, Kara. Love you, sister. And of course, how could I forget? Joey. F me hard, Akuma. Love you both. Hopefully you guys are having a fabulous weekend. But until next time, I'm praying that you really believe in the roundness of the earth. But yes, until next time, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Bye, my friends. Take care. Peace. Love you guys.